Hello, this is Opinion Radar, coming at you with the kind of product deep dive that helps you cut through the noise and find gear that actually upgrades your daily hustle. I've been testing a new gadget that promises to take the guesswork out of mixing supplements, and I'm psyched to break it down for you. In this video, I'll walk through everything from first impressions to real-world performance, all while keeping it honest and low-key. Expect a candid look at how it fits into a busy schedule, whether it holds up under frequent use, and if the price really matches the promise. I'll also share a few quirks I spotted that most unboxing clips skip over. So stick around, because after this intro we're jumping straight into the nitty-gritty of how the shaker actually works in practice. Man, I've been on the hunt for a shaker that actually does the work for me, and the VOLTRX Electric Shaker Bottle finally showed up on my radar. It's basically a 24-ounce Tri-10 cup that you can toss a USB-C charger into, and, boom, a tiny motor at the base spins up a plastic vortex maker to whisk away any powder clumps in under 10 seconds. The whole thing is BPA-free, lightweight, and comes in at a ridiculous $13 price tag, which feels like a steal compared to the pricey blender bottles with those metal ball rattlers. The design is super straightforward. Pop the bottom off, drop in water or milk, add your protein, hit the button, and watch the swirl. No fancy blades, no loud whirring, just a quiet mix that actually gets the job done without turning my kitchen into a mini blender factory. All the scenarios where this thing shines are pretty everyday. I toss it in my gym bag for post-workout protein shakes, and it never lets me down on the bench. Just pour in my way, hit the button, and I'm sipping a smooth shake within a minute while my muscles are still cooling down. It's also a lifesaver for those of us who run on caffeine-laden G Fuel or need a quick meal replacement when the schedule gets insane. The motor can handle thicker blends like Huel or oat-based drinks without turning into a foamy mess. Because it's USB-C, I can charge it from my laptop, power bank, or even my car charger on road trips, so there's no hunting for a wall outlet at the office. The 24 Oz capacity means I can fill it up for a full day of hydration, and the screw-on lid stays tight even when I shake it in my backpack on a bumpy bus ride. One of the biggest wins for me is how clean the mix comes out. The vortex blade spins fast enough to dissolve powders completely, so I never get that gritty sand-like texture that some cheap shaker balls leave behind. Cleaning is a breeze too. Just unscrew the bottom, give both halves a quick rinse, and the rubber seal around the USB port slides out for a deeper wash. I've even thrown it in the dishwasher a couple of times without any issues, which is pretty rare for a gadget with an electric motor. At $13, it feels like a no-brainer compared to the $30+ blender bottles that promise the same thing, and the battery holds a charge for weeks, meaning I can go through an entire training camp without hunting for a charger. Its compact footprint fits snugly in a desk drawer or a gym locker, and the BPA-free Tri-10 material doesn't retain odors, so my shake smells fresh every single time. That said, the shaker isn't without its hiccups. Because the motor and battery are tucked into a thin plastic housing, the unit can feel a bit flimsy if you drop it or toss it into a bag with hard objects. Some users have reported the motor losing power after a few months, and the rubber seal around the USB-C port can wear down after repeated plugging, which might let a little water sneak in over time. While the screw-on lid is pretty tight, the bottom seal isn't completely leak-proof when you shake especially thick drinks at high speed. I've had a couple of dribbles escape during a particularly intense Huel blend. And remember, it's a mixer, not a blender, so if you're looking for a pulverizing power for frozen fruit or nuts, you'll be disappointed. Bottom line, it handles standard shakes great, but you'll want to treat it a bit more gently than a solid steel shaker ball. Honestly, the thing has become my go-to for days when my hands are feeling stiff after a long coding marathon or a heavy lifting session. The single press button means I don't have to wrestle with a ball-bearing lid, which is a relief when my fingers are sore from arthritis or just cramped from hours at a desk. I've taken it on weekend hikes, tucking it in my side pocket along with a small bottle of water. After a steep climb, I just add some whey and a splash of almond milk, hit the button, and I'm back to refueling without the mess of a traditional shaker. The easy-to-remove top also means I can rinse it under the tap while I'm waiting for my laptop to boot, and the whole unit dries fast, so there's no funky smell lingering in my bag. It's small enough to fit in my backpack's front zip pocket, yet big enough for a full-sized shake, which hits the sweet spot for my on-the-go lifestyle. So, would I drop $13 on the VOLTRX Electric Shaker? Absolutely, if you're after a hassle-free way to get a smooth protein shake without the clunky ball and you don't need a full blender. It shines for gym-goers, busy students, anyone juggling a desk job and a side hustle who wants a quick, mess-free drink in under a minute. Just keep in mind that it's built for regular shakes, not for crushing ice or grinding seeds, and treat the motor and USB seal with a little care to avoid premature wear. In my day-to-day routine, it saved me countless minutes of shaking, kept my gym bag odor-free, and proved to be a solid value proposition. If you can live with the occasional leak tightness issue and don't expect a rugged, industrial-grade device, this little mixer will probably become your new pre-workout essential. Alright, that's a wrap on the VOLTRX Electric Shaker. Smooth shakes, zero hassle. If you're ready to keep your routine on point, smash that like button and give the channel a power up by subscribing. Stay charged, stay shaking, and I'll catch you in the next review. Stay tuned for more gear.